May 3rd, 2015, from the Phillips Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. It was Game 1 from the 2015 NBA Playoff Round 2 matchup between the Washington Wizards and the Atlanta Hawks. And this game was close early on in the first, and then the Hawks took control in large part due to 13 points scored by DeMarre Carroll in the quarter, including 3 big threes. Millsap and Antic would each hit trifectas in the first quarter as well to make it 5 for the Hawks as they led by 11 after 1 with the score 37-26. In the second, the Wizards would slow the Hawks down somewhat, but Carroll managed to hit another pair of threes to bring his first half total to 5. Korver and Teague each hit one from downtown as well, bringing the Hawks' first half total to 9 as they led by 10 after 2 quarters of play with the score 63-53 at the half. Kyle Korver hit a long 2 to start the second half and pushed the Hawks' lead to 12, but then the Wizards went on an 8-0 run to bring the score to within 4 at 65-61. The Hawks responded with a 7-0 run capped off by a 3 from Al Horford, of all players. The big man not known for his long-range abilities, but showing them here in the second round of the NBA playoffs, pushing the Hawks' lead back to double digits. The Truth, Paul Pierce, is known for his three-point prowess, and he put it on display to bring the game back to within single digits. Horford came right back with a deuce to put the Hawks up by 10, but the Truth drove the lane and the Wizards were back to within single digits. Pierce then fouled Carroll, who made the first but missed the second, and then Beal dropped some knowledge with a deuce and then a tray, followed by a tray from Gooden, and now the Wizards were within 1 point of the Hawks at 75-74. Dennis Schroder was big off the bench for Atlanta in round 1, and he drains the 3 here to push the lead back to 4 for the Hawks, but Beal draws the foul on the other end, and after 2 shots, it was a 2-point game at 78-76. Fast forward about a minute later, and Gortat hit a pair of free throws, and this game was tied at 78. Kyle Korver then hit another 3 for the Hawks, and Atlanta was back in the lead at 81-78. Ramon Sessions would draw a foul and hit 1 of 2, and then get a short deuce to tie the game at 81, but Al Horford hit another bucket, giving him 7 points in the third, putting the Hawks up 83-81 as they failed to relinquish the lead in the third quarter. The Wizards came out strong in the fourth, going on an 8-0 run, but more importantly, they ate off 4.5 minutes of game clock during that run, while not allowing the Hawks to score their first basket of the fourth quarter until there was only 7.5 minutes left to play in the game, as they took the lead for the first time in the second half in the opening 2 minutes of the quarter. Horford would hit a pair of free throws for Atlanta's first buckets, and then John Wall responded with a deuce to make it 91-85 Wizards. Kyle Korver then drained a 3 and Teague made a layup, and it was a 1-point game at 91-90. Paul Pierce then extended the Wizards' lead to 3 with a deuce to make it 93-90. Then after some missed shots back and forth, Millsap would draw a foul, hit 1 of 2, and then John Wall put up a deuce followed by a tray from Otto Porter Jr., and it was now a 7-point lead for DC at 98-91. Paul Millsap would then draw a foul for an and 1 and complete the play, making it a 4-point game, and then with a little less than 1.5 left, he brought the game to within 2, but Otto Porter Jr. came right back with a layup, and after a missed 3 by Korver, Gortat hit a bucket to make it 102-96 Washington. Horford hit a deuce, but then the Hawks were forced to foul John Wall. Wall came up clutch, hitting both free throws with just 6 seconds left to play and putting the Wizards up by 6 points, all but sealing the victory. The Hawks missed one last 3, and Wall got the rebound as the game came to a close with the final score 104-98 Wizards. So the Wizards take Game 1 in Atlanta, a huge win for the Wizards. Winning this one on the road is 4 of their 5 starters scored in double digits, and 2 players came off the bench for double double digits, including a double-double by Otto Porter Jr., and also a couple of double-doubles by the starters, Gortat and John Wall, each having double-doubles. So 3 players for the Wizards with double-doubles in the game. And 2 of the Hawks starters had double-doubles, as all 5 of their starters scored in double digits. Whew. So let's look at the numbers here. And Bradley Beal, 28 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. John Wall, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 13 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. Just 7 boards shy of a triple-double for John Wall. And Marcin Gortat, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. Paul Pierce, 19 points, 3 rebounds. And Nene had 3 rebounds and a steal to round out the starting 5. And Otto Porter Jr. with the double-double off the bench, 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 assist for Porter. And then Drew Gooden, he also had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and a block off the bench. And for Atlanta, as I said, all 5 starters scoring in double digits and 2 double-doubles, one by Millsap and Horford. DeMarre Carroll was their leading scorer with 24 points, 3 rebounds. And Paul Millsap, as I said, had a double-double with 15 points, 12 boards, 8 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. So just 2 assists shy of a triple-double for Millsap in the losing effort. Al Horford had 17 points, 17 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. So he was just 3 assists shy of a triple-double as well. Kyle Korver, 13 points, 5 boards, and a block. Jeff Teague, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. So big numbers all around. It was really crazy game. And the Hawks had 13 three-pointers, but it wouldn't be enough, as they actually started to, their three-point shooting started going down in the second half. They were draining them in the first half, but overall they ended up with a percentage of just 34.2, and the Wizards actually had a 36% shooting from downtown, hitting 9 of 25. But the Hawks shot almost 40. They shot 38, hitting 13 of those. The Wizards shot 41.8% from the field. The Hawks just 37.8%, well below their normal shooting percentage. They only got to the line 14 times, hitting 11 free throws for 78.6%, whereas the Wizards hit 86.4%, 19 of 22. They also won the Battle of the Boards 54-52. The Hawks had 9 more assists, 27-18. The Wizards had 1 more steal at 4-3, and the Hawks had 2 more blocks, 6-4. So in the first half, it looked like it was all Atlanta, especially in that first quarter. Of course, Washington playing them tough in the second quarter, not really able to close the gap so much. But then in the third, the Wizards come out strong, and they finish strong in the fourth, as they were pretty dominant in the second half of this game, as they actually outscored them 50-35 in the second half to win by 6 points. So they erase a big deficit, as they were down at halftime by 10 points, but they end up turning it around, winning by 6. And the final score is the Wizards take game 1 and go up 1-0 in the series. Washington 104, Atlanta 98.